Welcome back to MJ Misadventures. So, I got a couple projects here for you guys. We're not going to do all of them today. Obviously, one is these new tires, but we're going to put them aside for a moment here and show you one of the 950 HO and HOEX's biggest issues. This is your CVT outlet. If anyone's familiar with it, this is what it looks like. And it sits about here on the machine, on the inside of the machine, but sits up to about right here on your machine. The issue that causes for the guys that like to play in water and mud is this goes underwater pretty quickly. So let's get rid of that and show you a quick, simple solution that you can do at home for around 65 to 70 bucks without these caps. With the caps, it'll probably be about 125 to 130, depending on the size and which ones you order from Snorkel or ATV. You can order these caps directly from their website, and you can pick if you want a 2-inch, 2.5, or 3, if I'm not mistaken. So you can kind of pick and choose the sizes. I had 2 inches laying around, but I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to do such a simple change. So all you need are a couple connections. These are 3 to 2 inch connections. There's one here. And Jamin, I'm gonna have you come in here. And if you look behind the seat where the plastic pipe's sticking out, you should see this one right here. That's just another 3 to 2 connection. They're Fernco fittings. You can buy them at your local Lowe's, Home Depot, I'm sure sells them, wherever you choose to shop or whatever's closest to you. I'm sure your local hardware stores will have them too. And then all I used was just 2-inch piping. That's all this is just 2-inch pipe all the way up. And then because these had a 1.5-inch intake diameter, outlet, I had to go to a 2-inch, so I ended up using a 1.5 to 2-inch rubber boot. Super simple to get. Again, same thing from Lowe's, Home Depot. I ran this way so that way I can still keep a cooler here, but I wanted to be able to still keep access to my air filter, which, if you're familiar with, sits right here. That was my big thing, is I wanted to still make it to where I can maintain the machine and not have to cut everything apart to do this. And it's a rather easy install. You'll need, let's see here, 2 to 3 inch, 3 to 2 inch, I apologize. You'll need 3 inch to 2 inch adapter Ferncos, which you can buy. You'll need probably about 8 to 10 feet of pipe, depending on your application and which way you choose to run it. I ran it this way. I'll be honest, don't copy my cut mark because it wasn't right. I messed up, so I had to do it twice. So that's why that's like that. But you could, in fact, run this up through here, through this top cover if you weren't as concerned with it. I just chose to go there. And then over here, you'll have to use a 2-inch to 2-inch rubber adapter. Again, super easy. You will have to cut on the tips of them. They're kind of angled, kind of like I don't know how to explain the shape, but a weird shape. And it doesn't really lend itself to using this kind of stuff. But if you go to the store, most hacksaws, grinders, whatever you have that will cut through plastic, which is pretty easy to do, we'll take care of that. And then all you gotta do is glue these together. It's super simple, guys. I mean, legitimately, if an idiot like me can handle it, I'm sure you guys can at home. It's very easy. And then when it comes to mounting these, I'm gonna make a little bracket just to kind of mount them to the cage, just to stop them from rattling. Again, you can use anything that you've got available to you, such as even large band clamps, and just attach them to the cage and kind of hook them to it and cinch them down. But for you guys at home that have been looking for a solution that's inexpensive, easy to do, and pretty well suited, I mean, that's well over 6 feet above my head, that's about 6 feet or so up in the air. So I'll drown before this machine does, which was kind of the goal. So that way machine will be capable of running through anything that you guys need it to. Going into a couple other things. Obviously, we've got a new set of tires. These are going to go on next week. These are System 3 XM or XT 400. Sorry. These are what we've chose to run. They're a 3310-14. Super aggressive tire for our trails that we have up here. I think they'll do great in our area of Pennsylvania, and Jamin and I do tend to ride a lot of mud, so great solution there. Excuse all this mess. We ended up ordering a new set of waders, and then some people have asked about our Project Grandpa's again, but we ordered a new set of wheels for Project Grandpa as well, so these are going to go on next week as well, so we're going to get these all tied up. So those will look pretty nice on this thing, I think. Jamin picked them out, to be fair. And then we've done a few other things. You know, I swapped over from steel cable to synthetic cable. That's a really simple thing you guys can do. The synthetic cable, sorry to walk away for a moment, but the synthetic cable, you can buy it from most of your CFmoto dealers. I think it's like 40 or 42 bucks for these cables. So super inexpensive. So I bought them. We got a spare, and then I have one on the machine. And then you just gotta buy a pause fair lead, which is pretty simple. You can buy them pretty much anywhere. I bought mine from Lowe's, I think, in fact, had them, and it was like $5. So super cheap, inexpensive to get, and that took care of that thing. So plans are, and I'll probably show this in the next video, we're gonna make a little cover panel just to kind of fill this in and kind of cover up to about here, just that way it's not as noticeable, it'll still be there. And then the next time you see these pipes, it'll all be painted black, just because I didn't want to hide any of it, so you guys can kind of see what it is. And I'll have Jamin do an up close kind of view of it here towards the end, so that way you guys can see it and actually kind of go over it. So, all right, well, till the next one, guys. I'll see you guys hopefully in a week or two. It's been busy. I apologize. Jamin and I have been super busy at work lately. So we've been kind of thrashing on these, getting both of these finished up, because this one was legitimately a week ago in pieces. But I got the radiator relocate on it. Got a light bar put on, and then retuned the clutch that's already in it that I did a video about before. So I retuned the clutch in it just to get a little more bite out of it on the bottom end, so it'll do a little better for her. But yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.